Having trouble with your garage door? Problem solved. Call Direct Service Overhead Garage Door Company. We're your go-to team for garage door repair, new garage doors, openers, and more. We offer same-day service. We're always ready when you need us. Best of all, you can book your appointment online or talk to a live operator 24/7. No machines, no waiting. So whether it's a broken spring or a brand new garage door, trust the local experts at Direct Service Garage Doors. Call us today or visit directserviceoverhead.com.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Test Talk with Ty post-game show. Hope you guys are all doing swell. Oh, my goodness. We've got – hey, what a game, am I right? What a game. Felt like Arkansas should have won this game by about 30. Felt like they were winning by 25, 30 points most of this game. And then you look at the scoreboard, and they were up at one point after going on like a 15-0, 15-2 run. Later on in the first half, you look up and they're only up like 8 points, 6 points. I think Auburn was able to get that thing down to 4 points at one point, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter because Billy Richmond and Darius Akoff said no, okay, no. You're not gonna do what you want to do in our house. Billy Richmond was incredible tonight. Yeah, we got to pull up. You know what? I just said who gets the gold chain. You guys already know. Who's going to get it? Listen, I'll cut all the BS. The post-game gold chain, we're just going to start off. It's going to Billy Richmond, okay? It's going to Billy Richmond. Congrats to Billy Richmond. That's what you got, buddy. The Direct Service Overhead Garage Door Company post-game gold chain here on Tuss Talk with Ty on YouTube. He's got it, buddy. Post-game MVP going to Billy Richmond. What a night. I keep pulling on my mic the cord here. What a game. So we're going to put on, see, there we go. We're going to put that bad boy on. Again, that gold chain brought to you by Direct Service Overhead, the Garage Door Company, helping you out down there in Central Arkansas. Give them a call, 501-244-3667. 1,000+ 5-star reviews on Google. Same-day services, quality parts, affordable outcomes. That's just the DSO promise, baby. That's what they do. They take care of your garage door and your garage door needs. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that was fun. Now I know a lot, listen. It's almost 10 o'clock Saturday night. It's Valentine's Day. Arkansas baseball's playing. I don't plan on this being an hour-long post game. So we're gonna get to it here in just a second. We do have a score update for the baseball game. If you guys get a chance, if you're watching it, or maybe you're two screening it like the champion that you are, because you care about this show and you want to be here to support your boy. But for the people who are not doing that, Arkansas right now trailing TCU, top of the 8th, 5-4. I think at one point they were 3-0, 4-0, something like that. I tried to watch the game. I was watching it in Discord for a little bit. And then basketball was just too fun to watch. I couldn't take my eyes off Billy Richmond tonight, man. He was playing out of his mind. What a game. Yeah, so in Arkansas's got, they've had 3 pitchers on the mound so far. It's about right, top of the 8th. All right, again, make sure you guys like, share, hit the subscribe button. Please retweet the Tuss Talk with Ty Twitter of the show. Actually, I need to do that too while I'm here. Yeah, just go to you can follow me at Tuss Talk with Ty, and you can retweet the show there. Sometimes it pulls up. Yeah, I probably should have put. Someone said this. I think actually it was Travis who said I need to put Acuff and Richmond on the thumbnail, but I was like, you know what? I already got that handled. I'm gonna keep it with Billy Rich. But here's what we will do from Travis in Discord. That's right. I ripped off one of his pictures. Here we go. Oh, there it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Darius Acuff, belt to ass tonight. Obviously, Acuff had a great night. Billy Richmond did his part as well. Oh, it's just a thing of beauty is what that is. Hi, Ty. What's up, Brim? How you doing, man? SEC Player of the Year, Freshman of the Year, All-American Darius Acuff, Billy Goat, coming out party. He's a pro. Oh my gosh, if he could play anywhere near this, if we get more of this year, if that's going to be the change up, hey, man, I'm here for it. And like, look, he's been great defensively this year. He's always good for a steal, couple of good defensive, like a steal or just a big play on defense and maybe get 8-9 points. Nice cleanups around the rim, right? He could finish at the rim pretty well. Cat has entered the room. He's not supposed to be in here. You little bastard. But yeah, no, Billy Richmond was we're used to seeing him have nights like that where like he's good for a clean steal. He might have maybe a dunk and it's going to get Bud Walton Arena going, and then he kind of he continues the good defense and the electricity, but then we don't see him go off on a tangent like tonight. Just incredible. Now, our prediction for this game in Tuss Talk Discord, by the way, 30 plus people got in on that prediction. Going to be some people getting a lot of people getting some XP tonight. The prediction was, can Arkansas hold Auburn, or what was would Auburn go over their 80 points, which I think is their average. I think they average about 82 points maybe a game, 84, something like that. Arkansas did hold them a little bit below their average, 75 points. I will still say the bigs are shook underneath for Arkansas. And I understand that Ewan, for a while he was playing like he had the Batman mask on. I get it, and that kind of that hurt his vision. I understand that. But he takes the mask off. I know he's coming off an injury, and that's a big deal. But if he's healthy enough to play, he's got to be better on defense. And the same thing with Brazil. I don't know. Was the defense what we expect? Was it what we expected tonight, or better? I don't know, man. I mean, listen, it's not like Auburn was with one of their better players. Okay, Stephen Pearl, who's got a. Well, I'm not going to go in on his face and how punchable it looks, but Auburn head coach Stephen Pearl on pregame radio on star player Keyshawn Hall, he didn't live up to the standards of our program this week, so that's why he was suspended today, and it looks like indefinite. I think that's the word. I think the word around there is indefinite. Here's the thing. They didn't have Keyshawn Hall, and they damn near hit their average in scoring. And Arkansas, as much as you want to just be so excited about what they can do on offense and what we saw out of Billy Richmond, obviously what we saw out of, Acuff, just more of the same, right, every night. Like you're expecting that if this guy doesn't hit 22 points or 24 points, we're wondering if he's healthy. And he was struggling tonight. He had to go to the locker room, something about the shoes. I don't know what that was all about, but he still manages to put up crazy points. The defense is still, while we got the execution and while we got the hustle and they didn't look as lost, but now, like, again, talking about two teams in Mississippi State and LSU, this is exactly what I was saying. And Tim and I on the, was that Wednesday night show? On the Wednesday night show, both of us we were arguing two separate points, but we both agree Arkansas's defense is still suspect. And meanwhile, I've got Brim mad at me because I'm not putting Arkansas as like a 4 seed. It's the defense that's keeping me from there. And it's not like they were terrible tonight. They weren't terrible. By the way, he's not the only one. There's other people that are telling me like, Ty, they're going to be a 3 or 4 seed. Okay. Not with this defense, man. You got to remember they're without Keyshawn Hall. They're in your house. You're mostly healthy. You're 90% healthy. If you overlook, I know Ewan was wearing the mask and everything, but you're healthy. You're at home Saturday night. And I really thought Arkansas was going to blow the doors off the hinges here, and they really didn't, in terms of like on both ends of the floor. The defense is still got some problems. Again, Auburn, really good scoring offense, but they were without Keyshawn Hall. I don't know. I love the way they play on offense. I don't even think it's spurt ability. I mean, how often do you hear or how often do you see Arkansas go on like 2-3 minute scoring droughts. It's not very common, even when these defenses try to switch to zone. It's still like they're able to pop that bubble, and they do that by knocking down threes the way Acuff was tonight. Oh my God! So it's like the offense is good enough to carry this damn team. Now there's also it's just the belief that the SEC is it's like Big 12 football equivalent. Okay, and I think some of you know where I'm going with this. A whole lot of good offenses, right? And the Big 12, pre-playoff era was this way, right? In the BCS era, this is what, the Big 12 was known for, all offense in football. I think that's kind of what the SEC equivalent is. Like that's kind of what they are this year. And it's obviously higher caliber in terms of teams. Like I think this is, I've thought for years the Big 12, I mean, it's garbage football conference, but man, those offenses were really good. Arkansas has the talent and the athleticism to play with anybody. And when Acuff plays like he did tonight, if Richmond, I mean, this was not something I thought was in his wheelhouse, scoring as easily as he did tonight. By the way, Auburn's, my God, they got some issues. That inside defense was I mean, those gaps, it looked like half their guys playing around the post. They didn't collapse. They didn't clog lanes. They did not get in the way. They're just wide open, man. Wide open. And I think you and I could probably finish at the rim the way Auburn was playing, the way they were playing. Their post defense. What I mean to say, their post defense. Arkansas got out to a 15-2 run early on in this game. It was 15-2, and I think it ended up being like a 17-4 run. Hogs struggled to expand on the double-digit lead at one point. I think it was under about the 4.5 mark in the first half. Despite going on this big run, they were only up 4 points. And Billy Richmond got off to a hot start. 6 of 8 in the first half, 12 points, 2 assists, electric plays on defense with a steal and a block. It was just so fun to watch, man. It's good to see, listen, I know out of high school, and there were some times last year, and certainly this year where it's like, okay, maybe Billy Richmond can be a guy that can have, a 16-point night. He excelled. I mean, he just went above and beyond tonight, and it was so fun to watch, man. It was so fun to watch. Let's see. Let me scroll up. Let me try to read some of these comments. Malik Acuff says, facts, Hero. What did Hero say? The hustle is there, but they give up silly rebounds. Yeah, we're going to get into that here in just a second. Knox is a liability, says Blake. I saw he was tugging on that knee. Remember after the loss to Kentucky, everyone thought we would go 1-3, 2-1. Some said 0-3. No, I had him at I said the 3 games would be 1-2. 1-2, because I at the time their defense was really atrocious, and I think they have played better defense, and they proved me wrong, and that's fine. I love it. I love being wrong. Hey man, I'm James 870 Arc fan. I'm ecstatic that I was wrong. I came to the game. Silverfield sat 3 rows down from me. Told me we was gone to win national championship in football, but left with 12 minutes to go. LOL, says Johnny Jones. I'm sure you had a lot to do, man. It's cool you got to go to the game. Cal spazzing out, looking for Acuff after being out for 2 minutes. Yeah, he was desperate. And that is, listen, if you watch college ball enough, okay, over the years, there's plenty of teams who have one guy that they just rely on to move the offense. Everything flows through Acuff. I mean, when you talk about a guy with what he can do as far as his vision for the floor, how he feeds and how he reads, man, he sees things before they unfold, and it's just so fun to watch this dude rack up assist after assist. Troll Post says, talking to Johnny, he replies to Johnny's comment, it's reasonable for him to say that. We actually are allegedly going to have an elite defense and a damn good offense. Last year we were closer to 10-2 than 2-10. Okay, we're gonna move on from that comment. Malik checking out other smaller podcasts. Wait, what? while Mo is on hiatus. Are you talking to Malik Acuff in this chat? I'm assuming that's who you're talking about. Let's see. Yeah, second half started big run. Ty, Billy R is taking advantage of starting. Yeah, that's a good point, Charles. Our bigs do not want to play physical ball. They don't. And I'm tired of watching it. Oh, man. And listen, we can't let the guards off either. Guards are getting blown off the ball, man. I mean, they really are. It's like, yeah, they're so – I love watching them, and I do think Arkansas – the offense is good enough to overcome their defensive issues, okay? But the way you played tonight on a neutral floor or on the road, is it good enough to win? Probably, because Arkansas is so good on offense. They're so efficient that they can will their way past their poor defensive play. But they're going to be tight games, you know. I think we're in for some heart attacks. We're in for some hog heart attacks in the tournament. I really think they are. Again, matchups matter, where you're at in the bracket and all that, and seeding. Billy, here we go, $2 super chat. Billy is the GOAT on D. Showed the S on his chest, says Robert Bradford. Man, I appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much. Yeah, Billy Richmond was just a lecture tonight, man. It's so fun. This is going to be one you're going to really want to watch. When War Machine drops that highlight, it's going to be fun to watch, because it's not just Acuff, man. It's fun to watch when you got another guy like Billy Richmond having the kind of night that he had. All caps. Troll Post is now yelling, Ty, I said allegedly because it's still in court, damn it. Oh. Hero Blake says our defense should be a lot better next year. Now, if you're talking basketball, I think I don't know about defense yet on football, or for football. That's what I mean to say. They certainly got some monsters in the secondary, but we'll see. Billy is our best defensive player. We are such a different team when Billy is off the floor. We got bigs where ? Says James. That's a good question. James. I don't know. Apparently we do. All right, let's look at these numbers, man. Let's look into this. Again, Arkansas, 88-75 victory. Again, Auburn down. They're a great player. And yet, Keyshawn Murphy, absolutely. Keyshawn Murphy and Pettiford just went off tonight. Pettiford with 29, Murphy with 22. Murphy was a monster. 6 offensive rebounds, 6 defensive. I mean, this man had a double-double. And it wasn't a low double. I mean, it was 22 points and 12 boards, and 6 of those being offensive boards with an assist. And not only that, Murphy had 0 turnovers. I mean, Keyshawn Murphy played out of his mind tonight, and as did Pettiford. Didn't get a whole lot of motion from their bench tonight, outside of a couple rebounds from I don't know, some fella. But 7 turnovers for Auburn. That's a really good number for them. 10 assists, 7 turnovers. Looking at Arkansas, well, actually, before we do that, they did shoot 41% from the floor. On the road, that's not great, but it's not atrocious. 32% outside. They're 6 of 19 out in three-point land. I thought Arkansas did a pretty decent job of chasing them out off the perimeter, getting the hands up, and not leaving their feet. Jumping up in the air. Although they did have the foul. They did have the foul on the three-point play, and of course, they would make God, who was that? Knock down all 3 of those free throws on that off the foul. And I think it was Leak who caught that, wasn't it? Was it Leak? It was either Leak or Billy Richmond. I don't know. But anyways, 34 rebounds tonight. Again, Arkansas out-rebounded, not by a large margin, but still out-rebounded, and then they give up 15 offensive rebounds. Guys, I mean, that's not great, right? Now, Auburn, you got to give them a lot of credit. They had 20 attempts at the line. They were 15 to 20. That's 75%. That's a really good number on the road, especially in a place like Bud Walton. But again, 15 offensive boards, and it wasn't that long ago they gave up 20-plus offensive boards to a really crappy opponent. I just they got to get this figured out, man. They cannot be giving up this amount of offensive rebounds per game, because obviously then the second chance points start to pile up for that opponent, for that team. when they're racking up that many offensive boards. And again, this is you know what? This is Auburn kind of doing, playing to some of their strengths tonight, even though they were a little they were missing a big piece. All right, Arkansas shot out of their mind from the floor, 57%, 35 of 61, 8 of 21. That's pretty efficient. Okay, that's not great 3-point percentage. You're right. Acuff, responsible, by the way. Acuff responsible for I think every one of these but one. Brazil had one. Acuff was 7 of 10, 70%. Overall, 10 of 15 with 31 points. Billy Richmond had 25 points. He was 0 for 1 outside. Now, he had 3 rebounds, 4 assists tonight for him. How about that? Billy Richmond with 4 assists. He had 3 steals, 2 blocks. What an incredible night. Just 2 turnovers between him and Acuff. I mean, that's a recipe for success. This is the stuff we're talking about on the offensive end, how efficient this team is. It's incredible. It is incredible how efficient these guys are on offense. Again, they're going to will their way past some teams this year. I'm not blown away by the performance tonight. They're close to their average. I think they're below their average at home. I think at home they're north of 90, I think 91, 92 points in SEC play. A little bit below there, and that's fine. You're close, 88 points, but I'm blown away by tonight outside of Richmond and Acuff overall as a team, but this was just a really good win, right? It's another win in the SEC. It gets you that much closer between you and Florida. Boy, it was so fun to it's so fun to watch Kentucky lose. Yeah, so just blown away. And Leak, I keep being told, people are telling me he's a first-round draft prospect. Guys, I'm not seeing it. I'm not saying he's having a good year. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying the guy's a bad player. He's just, I don't think he's a first rounder. Maybe those boards will start to change as we get through the month of February. Maybe he'll flip. And I'm not saying that he couldn't eventually maybe get in there in that conversation. I don't think he's a first rounder. I just don't. It's not like he was terrible. He did have 10 rebounds tonight, by the way. 3 offensive rebounds. I'm pretty sure that ties a high for him. If not, it's maybe right there around close to it. So not a terrible night. I mean, the man almost had a double-double. 10 rebounds, 3 assists. He had just 1 turnover. It wasn't a terrible night for him by any stretch of the imagination. I just think he's, when you watch him play and he can make some terrific, those 15-foot floaters and the way he can finish at the rim. I mean, he is a terrific athlete, terrific baller. I just don't think I don't see him right now as a first rounder, but it could change. It could absolutely change. His ceiling, that's the thing though, right? That is the thing that the NBA does look at, potential. And I think his potential is through the roof. So, who knows? Maybe he'll sneak in there. Maybe he'll get into the first round. Malik Ewan off the bench again tonight. We know that he's dealing with the injury. 4 or 5 from the floor, 1 rebound. Not ecstatic about that, but 8 points. Not a great night. Rebounding, but a decent night for him. And as far as efficiency, around the rim, not bad. I think if you're going to ask me what's the thing that maybe you're not too thrilled about, I don't know. You're 2 starting bigs between the 2 of them with just 8 rebounds, and Brazil had 7 of those. Not thrilled about that. But what I do love, holy crap, once again, Arkansas, the assist to turnover ratio. I mean, this feeds into the efficiency stuff, right? 19 assists to just 5 turnovers. 19 assists to just 5 turnovers. And that's not even their best. That's not even their best margin right there. The turnover or the assist to turnover ratio, it's not even their best. It's crazy. 6 steals, 10 blocks tonight, just 7 offensive rebounds. But again, they did end up getting out rebounded total by 3 by the Auburn Tigers. So again, 57% from the floor for Arkansas, 38% from outside, 8 of 21. And then 10 of 15 at the free throw line. So, a very efficient night for the Razorbacks. That's how you get it done. That's how you win games. That's how you do it. All right. Down to our last 3 outs to tie the game. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, listen, TCU's good. I mean, I don't think anyone should be mad about losing to TCU. Look, you go down there and you win a couple, that's fine. it's early in the year. Dave Van Horn's he's going to have to, he'll make adjustments to the lineup. He's gonna take a look at the bullpen. I mean, that's what these are for, right? Before you get into SEC play, these are tune-up games to get right for SEC play. So I wouldn't freak out. It does suck that once again you're going down to Texas and this team, this Big 12 purple team, looks like they could end up beating you again. At least it's not a complete blowout this time. Boy, my nose itches, y'all. I don't know what's going on. Oh, it itches right there on the top. Ugh. All right. So again, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Leak had his first turnover in 6 games. Ty. Oh, that's great, Brim. Cool. But that doesn't make him a first-round prospect, Brim. I'm sorry, man. I don't know what it is, man. Everything I say, basketball-wise lately, Brim is just like, no, I don't agree. Hey, man, to each their own. Right now, Leak is not – I haven't seen him – to be fair, I haven't looked at any boards, but I have not seen anyone project him in the first round. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that can't change because I think his potential's through the roof. Christopher Cox says TCU is good. Yeah, no, they are good. They're top 10 in the country, right? Aren't they number 10? I still vote for Acuff, says Fencer. But you missed the game. But you vote for well, I mean, look, it's not like he shouldn't be a candidate, right? I've seen about 7 mocks that have leaked. Well, keep in mind there's about 50 of them, right? But I don't know. I guess we'll see. Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, thank you, Scott. Thank you. With a $4.8 billion contract. What are you talking about, bro? Let me scroll up. Wagner has no patience as a point guard. He's balls to the wall. It's crazy because last year I thought he did display patience and he the game just changed when he took over that point guard. When he took over that position, the offense really did flow through Wagner really well. And it, no one thought he was going to get drafted, but I mean, the year that he had, as far as the fluidity of the offense and the way things just flowed, it all went through him, and he did such a great job. Of course, it helped when other guys around him started, kind of pulling their weight. And obviously you saw that through the end of February into March, with Adu and those guys in Brazil. Of course, Knox playing out of his mind. Boy, where's that been, right? Where has that been? Top of the 9th, 2 outs. Arkansas, 2 outs, 5-4 lead for TCU. Boy, they're down to their last out. Hey, at least you're not getting blown out. You played them tough in their backyard against TCU. So, I love smashing the like button. So edgy. By the way, Darius Acuff was 7 of 10. Yeah, I know. Right. Yeah, I got to that. Thank you. Only need 1 run to tie. Yeah, but it's they're down to their last out. Top of the 9th. This is it. Unless they can, maybe they can tie it here. Down to their last out. 5-4 TCU. I don't have the game actually up on the TV. Anyways, news on Knox. I think he's okay. I mean, I saw him walking. I don't know if we have anything. I don't know if we have anything new. Man, I like what I'm seeing from Pringle. He is slowly coming around. I mean, he has his moments. Pringle has his moments. But I don't ever – he just, I don't know. He did have a couple blocks tonight. Between him and Brazil, I guess that would be the good thing. They had 6 blocks between the two of them. I just and we see sometimes he's in the right place at the right time, but I don't know. I was hoping for more from him defensively and maybe crash the boards a little better. I would hope someone that size getting 20 plus minutes would have more than one rebound. You know, he just seems out of place, boxed out. But then he does. I mean, you're not wrong that he can make a couple good plays either on a physical rebound or, you know, maybe with some ball movement underneath the rim. He can, you know, I don't know. I mean, he has his moments where maybe on the stat sheet it doesn't show up, but you see it on the floor. From that aspect, yeah, he does sometimes. I mean, again, the question is when Ewan's healthy, why the hell is Pringle starting over Ewan? I just haven't been that impressed with Pringle this year. Again, it's not to say that he hasn't had some good moments. It's not to say that he's played nothing but garbage all year, but I still think I feel like we're waiting on him. You know, like is he finally going to start to string together some games where maybe he's racking up 3-4 blocks a game? He's getting, and I realize he's not a point guy, but maybe he can get to the 8 to 10 points a night range. Maybe grab a few, I don't know, maybe 2-3 offensive boards and maybe end up with 8 or 9, 7. Well, that's way high. 6-7 boards a night. Maybe he can get to that level where he's actually, you know, contributing more on the stat sheet, which also does matter, by the way. But he does do things off the stat sheet that maybe they're not going to make any highlight reels, but he's capable of making some not so splashy plays that are actually splashy without them being on the stat sheet. But mostly this year, I've just been underwhelmed with Pringle. I think most of us can agree with that. I think even can Brim agree with me on that? I don't know. Brim is just at odds with me on everything I say. I feel like, you know, I just can't make this guy happy. He's tagging me on Twitter. Like, okay, cool. You know, like, I get it, man. You love proving me wrong, Brim. That's great. However, you don't ever tag me when I'm right on stuff, and I have been right quite often this year. Thank you. Don't see you tagging me on those, but you got to come at me when I'm wrong on something. That's fine. Bring it. But yeah, I would like to see more out of Pringle this year. It's very underwhelming, and I just wonder how he gets the minutes he gets on the floor. I mean, that last foul he got, it felt like he knew exactly what he was doing. That was a role play. That was just that's what Cal wanted him to do. Go out there and just make a physical play, and if you foul, whatever. And he went right to the bench. I mean, he didn't even point to his chest. He didn't plead his case to the official. He knew. He just doesn't play smart defense, man. I don't know. We're not getting the Pringle I think we thought we were getting, and that's just disappointing. One rebound in 21 minutes, y'all. I mean, come on. I know most of us got to agree. Pringle he's not held up his end. Got to lower your expectations on Pringle. Are you talking to me? Like, I just need to not expect him to do anything at all? Because I agree. I don't have high expectations for Pringle. Did you know that if Arkansas never lost, they would win all their games? Edgy. You're so edgy. Wow. Pringle is the shell of a good player. That's a good way of putting it right there. That's a good way. All right, that is the final. TCU has beaten Arkansas 5-4. So Arkansas does they drop a game. Hunter Dietz is going to get the L on this one. It doesn't look like he played very well. Gave up 4 earned runs. Not a great night for Hunter. So again, they're going to have to adjust figure out. Well, I don't know. I don't want to speak too much on baseball. I don't want to get too far into the weeds on that, but not a bad loss. Just wasn't a blowout, and TCU's damn good. We'll see what they do tomorrow. They play Texas Tech tomorrow, right? At 2:30 or something. So we'll see what they do tomorrow. I think Texas Tech's on a losing streak. We only remember when you're wrong, says Brim. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. I don't get credit when I'm right on stuff ever. I have to bring it up. And I'll have a family member text me yeah, stop your gloating. Hope Arkansas can break another home run. home run record this year. Boy, they certainly look like they were going to, or they're off to a really great start yesterday. I love you, Ty. Hey, Brem, I love you too. I love you too. I realize when you're tagging me on Twitter, it's like an elbow. I get it. I get it. How about all those steals? I don't actually know. Are they stealing a lot of bases? Good for them. Live show Monday, game Wednesday. Yeah, so we'll probably, we're going to push. We'll either push the Wednesday night show or we won't have one. We'll just do the post game and kind of, what time is that game on Wednesday? Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. What time is that game? It's like, tell me it's not 8 p.m. Tell me the Alabama game is not 8 p.m. Okay. Oh, good. It's 6 p.m. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Okay, 8:30. So, yeah, I'll go live. Maybe I can get Tim or Travis with me on Wednesday night at Bama. At Bama. 6 p.m. February 18th, Wednesday. Huge game. Alabama's defense, horrible. This is going to be exciting. You would love for this to be inside Bud Walton. And on a Saturday night, that's not the case. That's okay. Maybe you could steal one on the road here. This would be a huge W. So this is a big game. So, yeah, Monday Night Lights. I mean, listen, I don't have, Monday night. I got a busy day Monday. I think I have parent-teacher conference on Monday. Or is that Tuesday? No, Monday I got a doctor's appointment. And then Tuesday we have parent-teacher conference. So, yeah, no, this is perfect. This is perfect. So we'll have Monday night, 6:30. And then Wednesday, we'll consider our Wednesday game or our Wednesday live a part of the post game after Alabama, which, would be around 8:30 or so. So that's perfect. I can eat dinner while watching the game. Yeah, man, isn't that nice? 6 p.m. tip-offs. Again, I think we can all agree that's terrific. I love 6 p.m. tip-offs. Why don't we get all of them? If we went out, Ty will shave his beard. No, Ty won't do that. I don't know. Maybe I'll raffle off something. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a spin if if we went out. Maybe I'll give away to anybody. I'll give away a free an autographed card, Arkansas autographed card. Maybe I'll do that. I'm not shaving the beard. Wife will kill me. I need to trim it. Actually, I need to trim it. Hey, one more time for A-Cuff, though. A-Cuff, I know Billy Rich had the night, but one more time. Look at that, son. Oh, baby. Oh. Also.
I mean, there are a lot of older gentlemen with beards playing basketball in college right now.
I love it. I love it. All right, we're gonna end it right there. I do appreciate you guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all the wonderful stuff. Again, shout out to Billy Richmond. He got the post-game gold chain. I mean, oh my gosh, we'll never talk about his lack of effort. We'll never talk about that cat's lack of effort tonight. It was a big payoff for him. So congrats to Billy Richmond on winning the post-game gold chain. It's incredible, and I'm sure he's honored. I'm sure that Billy Richmond is honored. So, yeah, Wednesday night, we'll have the Wednesday night show. We'll be back Monday night. It should be Tim, Neal, and myself. And I don't know. God only knows when Travis is going to join us on one of these shows, but maybe we can get Travis on the Wednesday night, the super late Wednesday night show. So after the Arkansas game. So I appreciate you guys. I will see you Monday night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be safe. Be careful. Woo pig.
Having trouble with your garage door? Problem solved.
That's the wrong
Call Direct
one.
Service Overhead Garage Door Company. We're your go-to team for garage door repair, new garage doors, openers, and more. We offer same-day service. We're always ready when you need us. Best of all, you can book your appointment online or talk to a live operator 24/7. No machines, no waiting. So whether it's a broken spring or a brand new garage door, trust the local experts at Direct Service Garage Doors. Call us today or visit directserviceoverhead.com.
There we we go. There's the right one.